I want to be okay with saying you need to be doing something spectacular, because I am.
Those are bars right there. You need to be doing something spectacular, because I am.
As his money increases, his pool of potential partners also increases. Actually, her pool of potential partners tends to shrink.
He might be upset for a day or two, and then he'll be all right. And he'll find 10 other chicks just like me. Matter of fact, he'll probably find many chicks better than me.
We gonna get back there and wash dishes, or you can pay for it real quick?
Me? The money. Any other guy would love to buy my food, but now I have to buy the guy food.
I know that you don't need them in a traditional sense.
I know what I want, I know what I need, and it just wasn't that. For instance, he was in the infancy of his career.
Jesus, give the guy a break.
That doesn't work for me. Like, I'm not. And I want to be okay with saying you need to be doing something spectacular, because I am. It sounds so arrogant, I know.
No. I was saying, those are bars right there. You need to be doing something spectacular, because I am.
I love this show. You really get to see how grounded and down to earth the celebrities are.
You know what? I love all of that. That line is going to stay with me. But what if the thing he's doing is spectacular to him?
I get Verity. It needs to be spectacular to me.
Like, you know, the wild thing with this, right? Looking at her face, I don't know. Maybe some of you know her. I'm sure most of you don't. Because you were a celebrity when you were much younger. You're nobody now. So you haven't made any money from what you were doing for a long time. Maybe you have savings. But this is exactly why these ladies can't get a man. Because nobody wants to settle down with you now. That's the wild thing. She'll be shocked to find out men have no interest. Look at her. Is that somebody? That's a crazy picture of her face right now. But I gotta ask the question how she looks right now. Is that somebody that you're banging down her door? Let me hit the play button on this. Is that somebody you're banging on her door to date? Not really. It's not. Right? So you have no room to judge guys because you're not popular now. You're nobody. And you had it all before. Fame, beauty, options, but now you have nothing. So of course, no man wants to settle down with you now.
His money increases, his pool of potential partners also increases, whereas as a woman's status increases, the more money she makes, actually her pool of potential partners tends to shrink. Not necessarily because men won't date her, but because she's now looking, okay, I make this much money, here's my lifestyle. I don't want to be having to like carry a guy. Most women are going to have that point of view. Go ahead.
It would take a certain kind of man to like put his ego aside and be able to be taken care of by a woman.
Okay, some men do have an ego about that, but the issue is primarily on the women's side. It's not on the men's side. The women would not want to date a guy who doesn't match them.
Sure wouldn't. You see what the lady just said. Match me, but you're not who you used to be. Your SMV value, I should say, is very low. Just because you made a bag or you have a bag now, that doesn't equal your value. You're worth nothing.
Puss. But the truth is, a man could easily go out and find 10 more of one of y'all like that. And the women know it. That's why y'all be sitting here arguing with these dudes. Women that sit and cry and argue and go back and forth with men, it's because they know if I leave, he can find 20 other women just like me. He's not going to really care.
We always have the option.
He might be upset for a day or two, and then he'll be all right. And he'll find 10 other chicks just like me. Matter of fact, he'll probably find many chicks better than me. That's why y'all sit there and be arguing with these dudes. Because deep down inside, you know, you are basically, what is he losing by losing you? You ain't bringing nothing different to the table. He don't care that you got a degree. He don't care that you got good credit, that you can help him pay the bills. He honestly doesn't care. The reason why you're sitting there arguing back and forth with him is because you know deep down inside you have no value to him. So you're trying to argue your way into him valuing you. Deep down inside, you know that you don't really bring any value to his life. That's why you won't leave. Because you know that if you leave, he's going to see that things are actually better without you.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening in the date market now, right? So many guys have noticed they were given much more than a lady, right? Because with a lady, you're capped. At a certain age in your life, you're capped. That's why I'm happy I'm married to my wife now, because she knows it. And she knows the way to increase herself is in other ways, is in what she can do. See, a lot of these ladies in the West have no idea. That's why guys always ask, what do you bring to the table? Because they're not bringing nothing to the table. Just like this lady said, your degree, how much money you make, doesn't matter. Men can care less.
What?
I love my wallet at home, yeah.
This boyfriend tells his partner that he forgot his wallet at home to test her loyalty. You won't believe what happened next. Who is a red flag?
So either we gonna get back there and wash dishes, or you can pay for it real quick.
Me?
Yeah.
Pay for all this? You got 5 things.
It might be like $200. Nothing crazy.
$200?
Yeah.
I'm not paying that.
I got you.
You better call somebody to come bring your wallet. I'm not paying that.
What are you talking about?
That's embarrassing. You want me to pay for your food?
I mean, it's our food one time.
But you pay for everything. This is so weird. I'm just a girl. But dang, I'm not
Just
going
a girl.
out with you no more. This is ridiculous.
How you know about me?
You gonna pay me when we get back?
Why you can't just handle this me?
When she said, I'm not going out you with no more, he should have broke up with her. He's being too cordial. I'm not going out with you no more. All right, see you later. I'm never gonna see you again. I wouldn't even said that. Actually, no. He probably should have dropped her phone. Should have kept it cordial and then ghost. This is why ladies get ghosted, right? More men are doing this because more men need to do this. She deserves a ghosting. This is the kind of lady that deserves to get ghosted. Why? Because the man has the money. It's not about that.
Meal. Can you just pay for this meal? Please, babe. Come on.
Please.
Please.
I'm paying for all of this. Like, how is it a coincidence that you leave your wallet when you order 4 entrees, bro?
I thought I had my wallet on me.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So are you gonna get my money back when we get home?
Bro.
It shouldn't be on a woman to pay no man's
Okay,
bill.
but I left my wallet. That's one time.
Bring some money. Any other guy would love to buy my food, but now I have to buy the guy food.
Oh,
It's
wow.
one time, though.
Why
Didn't I
you
pay for your
saying
food
that?
last night?
Yeah.
We went to a
You pay for my
steakhouse.
food every night.
Exactly. What's the issue then?
That I'm not used to this. This is new and I don't like
Okay,
it. I'll pay
get
for
up.
stuff.
Get up.
Get up. Yeah, I hope he was telling her to get up, to get away from my table. Seriously. Look, when you do things like this, you can't play around, right? This is grounds for a breakup. It is. I think every man should get a woman in a situation and do this. Because I don't have to, of course I'm married, but still, a guy should know, because he should know if that's a girl he can be with for the long haul or marry. That's how I see things. If you're with her, why are you playing around for? Not even just to marry her, just even being with her. You want to know what kind of mental she has. This right here tests their mental. This is another thing that tests their mental. Look at this.
No, absolutely not.
I'm broke right now.
Are you fucking serious? Dude, $100? Stop it now. I think we're fine.
But are you
That's
sure?
pocket change.
Well, I'm sorry, but
Oh.
Wait, you guys are dating?
$100?
but we're broke. I need it
Wait, so you cheat on him for 100?
because I need some money right now for college. No.
She just said, I need some money right now for college. She's ready to throw it all away for money for college. $100 is not paying your college tuition. Yes, maybe your parents are paying it or they're helping you. I'm sure she's a white lady. No offense, because I'm sure some black parents have too, but you guys get what I'm saying, right? She may use the money for not even books, I would say for an allowance, but $100? But this is the girl that's probably also cheating on him already. He just doesn't know it. He needs to do one of those, what do you call it? One of those tests where you take the picture and do loyalty that way. He needs to do one of those.
No, I don't even like him. Don't tell him.
To see if your girlfriend is on any dating apps right now.
Why does it have to be me?
Yeah, we'll do me next.
I mean, but like, why do we have to do this?
All right, it'll be like 5 minutes. Yeah, so we're just gonna be using Cheater Buster AI to tell us if she's on any dating app. It's Giovanna. Where's she from? Bergen County, New Jersey. Picture of you real fast. Came up.
Fake.
Are you serious?
Fake. Real.
It's you. Are you kidding?
Have you ever heard of Cheater Buster AI?
That's your picture? That's your age? That's where you live? Picture? That's all of your...
What do you...
Call me. I'm done. What do you want? I don't care. Thank you. I never liked you.
Man, that needed to be done. A lot of these young guys have no clue. They're dealing with ladies that are doing this. When ladies are young, it's one of those weird situations, right? They feel like they can be young, have fun. You only live once, YOLO, YOLO. Every lady thinks like that. Let me test as many guys as possible. What do you think the elder ladies are telling them? This is why the West is in shambles. Oh, be with as many guys as you can. You never know which guy's for you. You never know which guy's just the right fit. Like, what is this, a game show? It is to a lot of them. And this is sad. I'm happy he knows, though. Now he can find someone that's really for him, because there are some out there.
I could never date a white woman. And it's not because of what you think. It's not that white women are less attractive than anybody else, anything like that. It has nothing to do with the attraction level. But when you're a black man and you date a white woman, they emasculate you. But like the blatant disrespect black women or any other group of women might give them, and how emasculating it is sitting there arguing by making you sign an unwritten, unspoken contract of saying like, look, bro, as long as we can get along, as long as you suppress or remove a part of yourself, you could be with me. What part of that community? So I've dated white women before. I've talked to a white girl. I've been with white women before, but I ain't never drunk the Kool-Aid. The Kool-Aid is don't speak about black issues, don't cause friction, because do you really think this woman want to hear about how you reminded her of her grandfather being the Grand Wizard of the KKK? Or
how you're reminded about her grandfather being the Grand Wizard of the KKK? Remind her about her grandfather being the Grand Wizard of the... What? Did he just say that? Let me hear
about her father being a corrupt judge, or about her cousins and brothers being racist. Because they know. Oh, these white women know. You got to understand. They in the houses with these same European dudes. They're in the house. They grow up with these racist guys. They hear it. Some contribute to it. Some of them condone it. But they grow up around it. And as a black man, when you date a white woman, they'll agree to be a good wife to you. They'll agree to maybe be loyal to you.
This guy, I don't think he really thought about this before he said it. I'm going to give you that, my man. I'm going to give you that, because you sound, that's a big optimum reach. That's an Optimus Prime reach, but he's a robot, so his hand reaches much longer than yours. But you made it there. You said, he made it. He used that. Brother, listen, it's not that deep. If it ever comes there, you know what? A guy can always leave someone. If he ever finds out she's like that, that doesn't mean you have to not date white woman because of that. Like, just like if you with a black woman, something can happen. Like I just showed in a video, something like that happens, you leave her at that time. Something like that happens with a white woman, you leave her at that time. You can't say that because it doesn't make sense. There's so many different scenarios. If it happens, then you move accordingly. Grow up, my man. Grow up.
And all of that. But as far as you wanting to better your community, black plight or black issues or the black community or what black people dealing with, when you talk to them about that and how it needs to be resolved and how the government sabotage us, you know what you're going to say? Oh, that made me feel uncomfortable. Can we like not talk? Why we got to talk about this? Why everything got to be about race? Smoke screen. And anytime you bring up black issues and you want to do something about it to help better the black community, it's going to make her feel uncomfortable. That's what she going to tell you. And the only way you're not going to make her feel uncomfortable is if you either talking down on black people or you ignore the black community and act as if the sabotage that happens to the black community don't exist.
What's up with her? Why is she in the front?
Who's talking about?
These sons ask their mom to sit in the front seat, but their girlfriends don't like it. You won't believe what the mothers did next. Who is a green flag?
Shoot.
What's she talking
I'm
about?
gonna leave this door open.
She ain't learned a lesson last time. She ain't learned a lesson last. Girl, if you don't sit in the back seat like you're supposed to be and stop playing with me.
Blaze told me I was.
No,
I ain't got
no,
no time.
stop the argument. No,
listen.
she just got here first. Like,
No, got here first.
My
Mom, I love you too.
I've been here. No, I didn't get here first. I put you here. I've been here. You get it? There's a difference.
See, I'm
That
not
girl
trying
better
to start
stop
an
trying to play
argument.
with you
I'm
now.
not.
She better know her place and get in the back because I'm the mom. I'm the queen. She can be princess back there.
Mom, come sit in the front. Because. Mom, come sit in. I told you about this, my girl. Every time my mom comes in the car, you need to sit in the back.
She don't need to come to you sit in the back, puppy. She's your girlfriend.
I know.
She's your woman. She's the mom of your. She's the mother of your son.
I go to the back seat.
No, I'm okay here. Okay. Déjala ahí. Ella viene ahora que es tu mujer, ella viene primero, papá. No, Danecha,
Why
usted
you-
le-
Now, this mother brought up something. She's the mother of your son. That holds different weight, especially if he's serious and that's a girl he's considering marrying. Yes, she comes first. But if it's just a girlfriend in high school or a girl you're just talking to, yes, your mom comes first. But still, I feel like the first mom she wanted more of a son husband. Like she gave that son husband feel to the boy to where it's hard for her. Like, oh, it was weird. You can tell. Oh, I'm the queen. Like when she said it, I was like, what do you mean you're queen? Why are you competing for your son? She was competing. This lady is not competing, and she's right. That's the mother of your child. You're telling her to get a back seat for.
No le falta respeto, Danecha.
I'm telling
Okay?
you that you need to come sit right here.
No, thank you for respecting me, but no.
We talked about this.
Tú carajo,
That was handled well, but yeah, I said what I said.
Successful, you will have by far the hardest time in dating.
Sure. That is what some women have to tell themselves.
And it's not because you're lacking in any way. In fact, it's the opposite.
Oh, do tell.
As you've probably experienced, many men think they want a confident, independent woman, but when it comes down to actually meeting one, it's a whole different story.
Really? That statement right there tells me that one actually hasn't been listening to what men actually say that they do want.
These men know that you don't need them in a traditional sense. So unless they're extremely secure, which most people are not,
Is that the voice of experience speaking?
brings up a ton of insecurities for them and challenges their masculinities.
No, it doesn't. But if one wants to continue telling us that one doesn't actually know anything about what men actually want, then by all means, continue.
They know you don't need them. They may feel some lack of control over the situation and be afraid that you're going to leave them for someone better. Some of these men might even resent you and feel kind of competitive with you. In any case, a lot of these men end up deciding that they'd rather commit to a woman who seems less challenging to them and ultimately less threatening to their ego.
Okay, it's time for a bit of brutal honesty here, which I know is going to hurt some women's feelings. But it doesn't matter how beautiful, independent, or strong a woman is. At the end of the day, if she has a bad attitude that doesn't do anything to bring any sort of joy, happiness, or peace to a man's life, that woman isn't worth that man's time. It doesn't matter what a woman wants to tell herself, but if her attitude is crap, then that man isn't going to choose her. I'm sorry, ladies, but that's the truth.
Well, especially now. I mean, today's a new day. For like the first time in history, men are standing up. Men are holding the line. That's why I titled the video that yesterday, because it's true. And it's not anything like, men are holding the line by staying true to themselves. It's not, oh, I hold the line against women, we're defending against women. No, it's for themselves. And ladies don't understand. I care about me. Seriously, when I stop tolerating nonsense, it's because I care about me. Before, I was caring more about you, and it got me nowhere. Understand that, ladies. When men care only about you, you don't respect it. Look what's happening with the young guys. These younger guys with these younger girls. They're cheating on them. They do a loyalty test. Come to find out, they're talking to different guys. They test them with $100. They're broke. The man's working 2 jobs. She's ready to take that $100 for college. I think more guys should try to find this guy. What's his name? Devin Lauren? They should try to find guys like that and bring their woman on the show. Find what town he's gonna be in. Say, babe, we're gonna take a trip. Say if he's in New York, yeah, we're gonna take a trip to New York. You're from Connecticut. That's close anyway. Or you're from down south. You're from Virginia. Say, you know what, babe? We're gonna take a bus to New York. We're gonna drive down there. Oh, I want to see New York City. Good. Only go to one place so you don't waste the money. Pop right up on an interview. Where you gonna be at this time? Okay. Pop right up. You can do the search yourself. But no, you gotta make a grand gesture in a negative way. You pop right up. Expose her all the way out. She's exposed in front of the camera, in front of everybody, because that's how you do it. Now, it's a good reverse effect. If she's good, that's gonna look great in front of everybody. So you highlight you got a good girl, or you highlight you got a bad girl, right? Go for all the marbles.
Ladies, you need to have boundaries so that you can have self-respect when you're entering into certain dynamics. I'm not going to scream at you. I'm just telling you that when it comes to entering into romantic relationships, if you do not establish your boundaries and you honor them as it pertains to yourself, you're going to end up in situations where you're going to be susceptible to manipulation, exploitation, and you would think that one would age out of these things, but I think what we've learned in all that's going on with this whole Diddy case.
Whoa. You can't bring up the Diddy case with women, establishing boundaries, because Diddy has men not establishing boundaries. Do you understand what's happening in Diddy case right now? He has recordings of men. It's crazy. Diddy has nobody establishing boundaries. That man is ultra rich. Ladies will, as we see, for $100. Imagine ultra rich. I could throw $5,000 at the girl. Man, she's dropping everything. She's dropping her life. She's my slave. That same white girl, she's my slave for a month, 2 months, 3 months, and she's gonna be happy being there. She's gonna be cleaning up my man, all for money.
That you don't necessarily outgrow these tactics. That's why when you are not fulfilled within yourself, let's have a real conversation about this. When you are not fulfilled within yourself, you don't know what you will and will not do. You're going to try on anything hoping that it sticks. And when you are a beautiful person and you don't have purpose, it is very dangerous. When you are beautiful and you have no sense of self-worth, it is very possible. Because everyone likes to look at you, everyone wants to be with you, but no one holds the capacity to actually hold space for who you truly are. And so you will find yourself in dynamics where, yes, beautiful women we know all the time end up getting played. How does it happen to the most beautiful people? Guys, we all know, even like Beyonce was cheated on, and also anyone. There's no limits to getting cheated on. But at the end of the day, you will find yourself the subject of exploitation if you don't have values intrinsically, if you have not established those values within yourself, knowing your boundaries for yourself, finding purpose in your life, and not only seeking value through men only. That should not be your source of validation, or you will end up living a life where you will have to continue to compromise in order to get what you want. You will be susceptible. The higher you go up with a lot of these men, especially if your type just happens to be celebrities, which I feel, honestly, it sucks if that happens to be your type. But if you're in that world, be prepared for a lot of exploitation. Diddy even said to Jane Doe that regular type of, SE whatever doesn't do it for him anymore. It needs to be really freaky, really nasty. More than likely, it needs to be degrading. It needs to be condescending. It needs to be exploitative. It needs to be whatever is honestly indecent and immoral, okay? That's the only thing that could really get him off at this point. If you do not establish these boundaries and you do not have, especially by the time you're 25, you don't wake up and say, okay, let me start to really figure myself out here so that other people are not projecting onto me and I'm not the constant subject of exploitation. This is not me sitting here victim blaming anybody, but ladies, especially if you're beautiful. And I'm betting you a lot of you think that you are. If you are a beautiful woman, you have to have purpose in your life, babe. And your purpose cannot just be being beside a man. I'm telling you this right now. I'm not a man hater in any capacity. I believe in the tradition of relationships, men being the provider, all the things. But you have to have value on your own, or you will consistently be exploited. I'm telling you. You heard it from me.
She's right. You're talking to a dead horse. Nowadays, ladies are not listening. They place all their values in the man they want. You have to make over 100,000, be over 6 feet. All the values on the man. Even though we do have a lot of ladies, you know, saying I can do it all on my own, but then they're degrading men. It's weird. There's no in between, and there never will be. But yeah, guys, thank y'all for watching the video. Be sure to subscribe. Other than that, peace out. See you next video.